Welcome back to Adventures with the Hat Commander. This is, I don't know what episode of Lacuna. Sorry, I am. It's been a busy week. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff. So, I'm just lucky that I even got to play anything because I didn't feel up for it. But I figured I might as well try to get some in while I can so we can keep going. And we'll see what happens. Okay, so that's right. So they're trying to arrest the shooter at this point. Keep Gara pure. Interesting. T-minus 90 seconds. Dang it, it's more crowded out there than I had expected. I don't think our sniper would get a clear shot. Let's hope we don't need them. Did I ever tell you the story of how I joined the CDI? Yeah, you saved Mayor Glover's life when you were still a policeman. I wasn't on duty that day. But when I saw that guy pull out a gun, I didn't hesitate. That's what landed me a job at the CDI. Shoot, I was so nervous when the chief invited me for an interview. Nothing had gotten me that nervous again in the 15 years since until today. If we don't book this guy today, someone will have to take that fall for Banny's murder. We are first in line. We'll find out soon enough. I always wanted to join the CDI, and it seemed like that ship had sailed already. Yet here I am, because I've always been on the side of justice. That's why we're going to get through this as well. Good thing come to good people. Huh. That's what they say. Don't they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions? That's bogus. No, it's not. It's like patently true. It's like it's going down in any second now. Let's focus. It's like the whole basis of like communism and fascism. You know, all this alleged good intentions, and then they just pave your way to hell. Now, I'm not saying they actually did good, because neither of them did. They're just two sides of the same coin. But that was their argument. It's going down any second. He's showing up late. Okay. Person at entrance B looks like a very close match. Copy unit Beta gotta go after him. He's headed towards the fountain. Can I get an audio feed? I'm not close enough yet. Picking up the pace. He seems to be moving towards the man sitting right ahead. They're shaking hands, very likely to be the accomplice. I want to go do something. All right, Beta, move in and make the arrest. Get the suspect and his accomplice. Be discreet. Don't make more noise than you need to. It's taking too long. I think they noticed you. Now they're gonna run away. Oh, he's got a gun. The big guy's getting up. What is my team doing? Like twiddling their thumbs? You spooked them. Get a move on. Other guy standing up and reaching into his pocket. He's got a bazooka. Watch out, gun. Yeah. Shoot, follow me. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my double goodness. My eyeballs can't cope. There's the fountain. We got them. I was going to make the rest when the big guy jumped out of his chair. He started to make a run for it, and the other one pulled a gun on me. Luckily, I was already close enough to grab it. I think nobody got hurt. Excellent work. Did any of the other people running away strike you as suspicious? No, everybody only started moving when the gun discharged. Good, let's bring them in and see what they have to say. See, Conrad, good things come to people, good people, or we're paving our way to hell, which is what I think. Achievement unlocked, Joris Plaza. Okay, car transit. All right, monologue. I don't know if my guy has enough information to feel bad about anything yet.
Once the adrenaline had worn off, the uncomfortable train seat and glaring sunlight were the only things stopping me from falling asleep. My implants had been injecting me with a substance keeping me alert and focused all night, and now I came crashing down hard. The confrontation at Joris Plaza had been hairier than expected, but catching the sniper and his associate was a huge win. I wondered if this was the beginning of the end of the case, or just its beginning. I finally got up at my stop and left the train, only to suddenly wake up in my seat again and realize it had been a dream. I decided to stand next to the door for the rest of the ride. A cool breeze cut into the train cart and through the haze of fatigue when the doors opened. I considered visiting Kat, suddenly feeling an urge to inhale the woody, slightly dusty air in our old apartment. Kat had filled it with what she affectionately called real things. She loved leather, cloth, paper, and plants, and hated the clean, metallic surfaces at my apartment. Sometimes I did too.
Oh, hi, Neil. What are you doing here? Just walking in. I just wanted to say hello. To both of you. To you. Really, who are you? It's nice to see you too. Sorry, I'm just surprised. You want coffee? No, thank you. I'm actually headed to bed. I'm just coming back from work. It's been a long night. Oh, that's rough. Wait. You didn't have anything to do with that shootout that's all over the news right now, did you? Actually, I did, but it was practically over by the time I got there. Oh my goodness, are you okay? They wouldn't have let me go if I'd caught a bullet. You don't say. I mean, are you emotionally okay? Was I ever? Okay, I get it. You don't want to talk about it. No, it's fine. Sorry, I'm okay. Thank you for asking. What was that whole thing about? Nobody seems to know yet. Banny's dead. He was killed last night. The shootout this morning was us confronting a suspect. No, tell me you're joking. I'm not. I don't know much more right now. It's an ongoing investigation. Cannot talk to anyone else about it, okay? Of course. Shoot, Neil. What is if Drovia retaliates? I mean, I understand that they want their independence and all, but if our investigation goes well, we'll have some results soon that will help us de-escalate the situation. You're not blaming yourself and your unit for this, are you? I'm sure you did everything to protect Banny. There's always remaining risk. That's just how it is. Neil, I'm so sorry. I've really got to go. I have to catch the next train if I don't want to be late for work. But if you still want to talk tonight, we can grab a drink. I'll have to head right back to HQ as soon as I'm no longer a sleep-deprived zombie. But I'd like that, once things have calmed down a little. I gotta run now. Hold on, one more thing. Laura wants to go to a party one of her classmates' places tonight. I'm not sure if I should let her. She's only 14. But I feel like she has a hard time connecting with her peers, so this could be a good thing. What do you think? Let her have some fun. Laura is very mature for her age. I'm sure she'll take care of herself. Yeah, you're probably right. I shouldn't be so anxious. See you, Neil. Please don't get yourself shot. Hey, wait a minute. Huh? No, you're the guy who came to our flat yesterday. You told that old scumbag to leave my sister alone. I did. That was really nice of you, man. Didn't think you uppers would help out a Savian. She left this morning chasing her dream. Glad I could help. I have to get home now. Have a nice day. Sure. Botswana's a blessing, man. Thank you. You too. At least I did something decent.
I got into the elevator and leaned against a wall. I was so tired in that moment that my reflex of emotional repression whenever I saw Kat didn't seem to work anymore. It hit me with an unusual clarity that, even a decade after it had ended, I hadn't ever fully let go of her. I wasn't sure what to make of it, whether to be happy or to finally push myself to it. I concluded that I would probably just go back to repressing it altogether.
Hey, Horace, how's it going? Another guy that never changes his clothes.
Waking up in the early evening was disorienting. I sat up on my bed and allowed the memories from the previous night to pour back in. Banny's body, the hotel, Lila, the shootout. I tried to put it all in an order that made sense and got on my way back to work. A hint of the good mood that had overcome me outside of the villa returned. Once again, it stemmed from what had made me join the CDI many years ago. The feeling of doing something instead of taking a back seat and waiting for death. There was a time when a lack of purpose threatened to consume me, lurking underneath meaningless daily routines and self-doubt sabotaging everything I did. Walking among the people outside, I felt even more alienated than usual. It was like they lived in another reality. Many were just getting out of work, looking to do some shopping, meet a friend, have a drink. Maybe I would find my way back to that reality one day. I wanted to, yet at the same time, hated the thought of it.
Hello, fellow citizens. We are the liberators, defenders of progress, freedom, and something. These values have been integral to our society for centuries. Lately, they have increasingly come under threat. Religious radicals calling themselves the Savient Front are aiming to establish a theocratic government of Drovia. The Savient faith is based on superstition and rejects science. to the point where it endangers the lives of everyone under its thumb. We all saw 4 decades ago today what happened when a Soviet state is left to its own devices. Can't let history repeat itself. We demand President Robertson end this madness now. Put a stop to all independence talk and reinstate full Bulgarian something. We remove the radical saving Joseph Banny to get it started. If you do not start implementing measures to meet our demands, more Soviet lives will be spent to protect our collective future. Soviet population in Angara will be taken hostage until the Hungarian population of Drovia is guaranteed its freedom. We must stand up for them, if our government won't. Wait for our next move within 48 hours. Won't be as silent as the first one. Okay. Conrad, did you see that? Yeah. It was on all screens across the city. Come to HQ immediately. Looks like we got some socialist nationalist group. Gary, what are you doing out here? Thinking. Strange how the city looks the same as always if nothing happened. But that's a good thing, right? Frickin' liberators. Ridiculous name. From whom are they liberating us? From a handful of superstitious lowers? Pathetic baloney. Every single institution on this planet upholds the freedom of our people and their values. It's not like we're letting some religious fanatics take over the solar system. Somehow we didn't know anything about those frickers before everybody else. One more thing we missed. At least we booked the sniper and his associate. They're both being interrogated downstairs. So far, they're not very cooperative. Do we at least know who they are? We scanned them. The sniper's a complete ghost. He got a fake ID right before he checked into the hotel. The other guy is a businessman from Drovia. His name is Abraham Gonzalez. He's the CEO of a company called Power Up. They manufacture selenium-based batteries. Both the guy and his company seem harmless. No criminal record. Strange. Why would someone from Drovia help an anti-Drovian terror organization? I have no clue. What about the woman? Any updates on her? Nothing so far. But we do have another lead. Sato is trying to find out where the announcement was broadcast from earlier. But the most important leads are those 2 douchebags in her basement. You have a way with words, Conrad. Get down there, and if you can get them to talk, we'll do. Did we secure the drive the sniper tried to hand over? Yeah, and what's on it? About that. The chief said the attorney general seized it. She said she has to evaluate it. We have the required clearance level. If we have the required... She said she has to evaluate if we have the required clearance level. The AG, are you kidding me? That's a crucial piece of evidence. We need it. Suppose they'll let us in on it soon. There's no time to waste. We have to assume the next attack is less than 48 hours away. Higher-ups know what they're doing. You think? Let it go, Conrad. You talk to the chief yourself if you have a problem. And one more thing. There's an article about Gonzalez's company in the news today. Might want to download it and have a look. There's like a bunch of people out there now. There wasn't before. All right. So trying to find out where the broadcast came from. Attorney General, and you can rest assured that we know what we are doing. I don't question that, but what that data is one of the most important pieces of evidence we have right now. Liberators said that their next attack will take place in 48 hours. That's pretty dang soon. We really need to take into account everything we've got if we want to catch those guys in time. I already told you that the contents of the stick won't help you find them. How can you say that? Having a better idea of your enemy's motivation is always important. You know that. You yourself were director of the CDI for over a decade. Liam, please, I've got a lot on my plate right now. I don't have time to discuss this over and over again. The data is about something that happened during your time at the CDI, isn't it? What are you talking about? I looked at my cell's history and saw which folder that woman navigated to. I don't have the access rights, but I'd really like to know what's in there. There was a lot going on in 1800. Let me be very clear, Liam. I can't work with a chief who doesn't trust my judgment and questions my orders, of course. We've been doing this for a long time, Amelia. I deeply respect everything you have done for the Garian state. But as a CDI chief, I see it as my duty to protect all Garian citizens. I'm sure that you're the best interest as well. I don't have time for this now. I'll let you know what the next steps are going to be. Good evening, Agent. Good evening, Chief. Agent Conrad, how can I help you? I was wondering what the AG is doing here. We had a little discussion about our plan of action. Nothing you have to worry about, though. I see. I'm getting an important call any second. We can talk later. What am I doing? Dear Mr. Conrad, an update is available for your following body enhancement: eye plus, thigh plus, chest plus. So make sure you download and install the latest firmware from your website within the next 10 days. The Beyond Body team. Where do I download that? Hey, Holloway, I've been told that our guests are already waiting me. They sure are. I suggest you talk to Gonzalez first. It's the usual rich guy crap with him. He's going to be surrounded by lawyers in a few hours. At this point, it's going to be hard to get any more out of him. Oh, for frick's sake, why is it that people can't just buy their way out of here? We're lucky he's from Drovia, so he doesn't have a lawyer here yet. But he does have a Drovian lawyer on the line right now who's going to be annoying the heck out of you. He's somewhere in space and has a communication delay of about 30 seconds from what I understand. So if you don't answer, you better have to a strategy to make him talk quickly, because you can be sure the lawyer's going to shoot your questions down once they reach his ears. He's also going to call you on your bluff, so be careful. Got it, thanks. Sato did some digging and compiled a number of documents that could be useful for your interrogation. First, he gathered some basic information on Gonzalez and put it on the pin board over there. You could take a look at it with the AR module. Second, he pulled a list with all incoming and outgoing calls from Gonzalez's phone. Send that to your cell. And if you have any more evidence that is incrimination our guy, go over it before you go in. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Let me know when you're ready. Abraham Richard Kenneth Gonzalez, Abraham San New Jordan, single, Savant. Resident Driving Sector 1, since 1830, degree in engineering, New Jordan, Elite University, Piston College. Grant, Sung, CO Power. Okay. Ingoing, incoming, outgoing. Yeah, I don't know what else I have. I am. All right, I'll lock the door. Good luck. Hello, Mr. Gonzalez. I'm Agent Conrad. I already talked to your colleagues. They didn't do anything illegal. You don't have the right to keep me here. I'm a citizen of Drovia, and you have no evidence against me. We could keep you here for 24 hours, even if we didn't have evidence, but we do. Let's start with your associate. What do you know about Boyd and the data he brought you? He's not my associate. I didn't even know he was called Boyd. Listen, Mr. Gonzalez. I know you had a phone call with him last night. We have Boyd on record talking about the handover of some data storage module at George Plaza. He explicitly said that he called the person he was going to meet at 11 last night. You have an incoming call at the exact time from... Oh, come on. An anonymous number, and you did show up to the meeting at George Plaza this morning. All this proves beyond a reasonable doubt that you have worked with Banny's murderer. Okay, listen, I got paid to fetch the stick. I was just following instructions. I had no idea who I was meeting with, and I still don't know what's on that stick. Good evening, Agent Conrad. My name is Jim Miller. I am Mr. Gonzalez's lawyer. Nice to meet you. A team of legal professionals is on its way to advise my client. Till then, he won't answer any of your questions. Who paid you? You heard my lawyer. I'm not supposed to talk with you before my legal team arrives. Listen, I heard your company needs Stroving Trilenium. Your company needs you support. You publicly stated you support for the Drovian fight for independence. So I'd actually be surprised if you were involved in Banny's assassination. You have the opposite of a motive. Yet here we are, but you still have a chance to clear your name. If you help us crack the case, the public might never learn about your connection to Banny's murder. Shoot, I told you I didn't know anything. I was contacted anonymously a few weeks ago, shortly after I booked my flight to Gara. I was told to pick up a storage module here and send it contents out on my way back home. Send it where? They were going to contact me. I have no means of reaching them. Who are they? I really truly don't know. The person who contacted me spoke Drovian. That's all I can say. Wait, so whoever put you up to this is Drovian? Why would they work with an anti-Drovian terror group? I don't know. But I'm 100% sure they were from Drovia. I got paid to do it and not ask questions. My company really needs a cash injection right now. Mr. Gonzalez, I urge you to stop answering questions before your legal team arrives. You're complicating things for yourself and for us. My gosh, calm down. It's not like I've said anything that incriminates me. But he's right. I'll wait for my legal team to arrive. Fine. So how'd it go? He doesn't seem to know much, which is in itself is interesting. Well, it's more than nothing. Good luck with the other one. He's a tough nut to crack. Hasn't said a single word yet. Not sure if he has an emotional reaction to anything. He hasn't said a single word yet. Not sure if he has an emotional reaction to anything. We know nothing about the guy. He's a complete ghost. If you have any evidence that could be useful, though, you should go over it before you talk to him. Let me know when you're ready. So you ready? Yes. All right, I'll lock the door. Good luck. Hello, Mr. Boyd. Do you have a last name, or is that your last name? All right, Mr. Boyd, then I'm Agent Conrad. You made quite a mess out there. Shooting Joseph Banny put you at the top of our most wanted list overnight. Your friends just announced their next big project, and you're uniquely qualified to help us get ahead of it. What do you know about the Liberators' plans? Okay, how about this? What's Zora's role in all of this? Zora? That's right, Zora, the woman you met last night. I don't know any Zora, but I know you do. Why did you take that stick from her? You told her there was a change of plans she didn't know about. Was that true? Or did you trick her into giving you the data? Did you want it for yourself? Or did you want to protect her by going to the handover in her stead? You two seem to care about each other, so I'm sure you want to know how she's doing. How about this? I tell you what I know about her, and you tell me what you know about the Liberators. You go first. All right. You'll be happy to hear that we don't know her whereabouts. She wasn't at George Plaza when we got you, and for all we know, she's leading a happy criminal existence. It's your turn. Who's behind the Liberators? I don't know. I've never met them. They just paid me. Who paid you? I answered your question. Fair enough. Well, this was fun. Let's do it again sometime. You, Neil. Hey, Sato, how's it going? I'm not going to lie, that video was a little upsetting. I mean, I know that my religion is strange to some people in Gara. Okay, so he's a Savient. But an anti-Savient terror group? That's something else. Should I be worried about wearing my scarf in public now? I think these people are idiots, and I'm sure the vast majority of Garians agree with that. Me. I know. Hey, I also have some good news. Found out where the Liberators video was broadcast from. It's a company called AdSpot. They own most of the billboards in the city. You want an ad played, you go to them. Took a shot in the dark and checked ongoing police operations in the center. And what do you know? Someone at AdSpot made an emergency call tonight. Apparently an intruder forced their way into their server room and gained access to a computer. Made contact with the local police department. They sent 2 officers who secured the scene and are waiting for you to come have a look. Fast as lightning, Sato. Great work. Well done, Conrad, and I will go to AdSpot and have a look around. Really need to get ahead of this one and prevent another attack. Why don't you follow up on some leads while we're gone? Trace the purpose payment to the hotel as well as the mysterious transaction of the escort. Maybe we can find out where the sniper's accomplice got her face changed. Conrad, I'm taking off from the roof. Want to hitch a ride? You know I don't. Was worth a try. Meet you at AdSpot then. So my guy has something against flying. I need some fresh air. I'll come with you, Gary.
During the train ride, every screen in the city had been playing news reports about the Liberators' announcement. They were the first violent domestic terror group with a political motive in recent Garian history. But there was something else that struck me about them. This wasn't the usual MO of a conservative group trying to maintain the status quo. It felt much more like revolutionaries hoping to effect change by resorting to drastic measures.
All right, I'm going to call it good there. Thanks for watching another episode of Lacuna, and hope you have a good one.